page 161. We have learned something about the square. Do you remember? No? So we have learned, for example, I give you a question for you to think. So first of all, what is the square of 3? What is the square of 3? So that you may understand what is the square of. So what is the answer? 6? Yes? 9, yes. So we can answer the question like that. The square of 3 is equal to 9. So we can show the step. What is the square of 9? You can use mathematic notation. How to write the square of 3? 3 times 3. And then there is a step, the square of 3. So can you write a mathematic notation? The square of 3, so that can you write it on the blackboard? Perfect. Yes. The square of 3 you can write as the same as this. So that the meaning of square of 3 is equal to 3 times 3. So the answer is 9. Okay. So what is the square of -3? -3. So can you show the step? Okay, the first line, what do you write? Okay. The first line. Okay. So what you find now? There's something missing. So you must write down. What do you find now? What do you find? Okay. Next. Or you can answer again. The square of -3. So the square of -3 you can write like this, and then square means what's the meaning of square? So the answer, next step, what do you write? Moyan? Can you answer me? Okay. -3 times -3, okay? So the answer is, what's the answer? You can answer me orally. So, 怎么样? 9. Okay, now we will learn another type of question. Okay, now what is the positive value of A if the square of A is 9? So can you find the answers? So what is the positive value of 9? Okay. 3. So how can you do that? How can you find the answers? So first of all, you must express the square of A equals to 9. So you can write an equation about A and 9. So, okay, what do you write on the left hand side? Okay. A times A, or yes, write the little 2 on the top. The square of A equals to 9. Okay, so then now you want to find A. So some of you say the answer is 3. So I think you can know 3 times 3 is 9. So the answer is 3. I will teach you a step to solve. So if you find the value of A, you can write like this. So A, you want to find A, then this side you put square root. Okay? So this side, we call it radical size. Radical side, okay? Radical side. So what is the meaning of this radical side? So the meaning is the same as this sentence. Okay? Square root of 9 means to find a positive value of A. If the square of A is 9, okay? Square root of 9 to find a value. To find a positive value. Each square equals to 9. Okay? Do you understand what is the meaning of square root of a number? Yes, okay. So now number 2. What is the negative value of A if the square of A is 9? So the result is the same. The square of A is 9. But now you want to find a negative number. Can you find the answer? That's okay. Negative 3. So how can you find that? How can you find that? So first of all, if the square of A is 9, then you can write an equation. So can you write an equation for me? So now in this question, you want to find a negative value of A. What is the difference? What is the difference between this part and the previous question? But now A is a negative number, not negative A. So the square of A is 9. Yes? Is there any question? If the square of A, so which number? The square of which number? The square of A. We just write this sentence as a yes. Okay, so square of A equals to 9. So now you know that the answer is negative 3. Why? Because you know that negative 3 times negative 3 equals to 9. So negative 3 squared equals to 9. So the answer compare of this equation, A is negative 3. Okay? So now can we solve the step like this? So first of all, what's the difference? So A is equal to square root of 9. Is it the same? No. So you must add point. Yes, just talk. Another side in yes, in here. Okay? Left side in front of the square root. So if you want to find a negative value, then in front of the square root, before the square root, you write a negative sign. So that you can get the answer is negative 3. Okay? So now I want you to find this question. So square root of 36. Can you find the answers? So square root of 36, what is the answer? So square root of 36 means find a number. The square of this number equal to 36. So which number? So then 6. Okay. And then negative square root of 36. So the answer is 12. Negative 6. Okay. Open your book to page 162 to do question number 2 on your book. Page 162, number 2. Okay, number 2A, square root of 36 is 6. We have done before. Okay, part B, square root of 49. What is the answer? Going 7, yes. Part C, square root of 100. So the answer is 10, because 10 squared equals to 100, okay? And then part D, square root of 196. So the answer is 14, yes. Okay, part E, what is the answer? 17. Next. Part F, so the answer is 12. 20, yes. Okay, part G, so the answer is 13, yes, 13. Okay, H, the answer is 19. Okay, I, what is the answer? 陈文恩 Huh? Negative 11. Okay, the last one. What is the answer? So, Zian. Negative 4. So you must know that if a squared equal to 9, there are two answers. To make a squared equal to 9. The values of a may be positive 3 or negative 3. Why? Because negative 3 times negative 3 is 9, and 3 times 3 is also equals to 9. Okay? So there are two answers. So if before the square root there is no sign, it shows it is a positive. If in front of the square root sign there is a negative, then the answer is negative. Okay? Do you know how to express? Okay, so now we'll go to another question. If now I want to find what is the value of A if the square of A is 9. Now I just want to find the values of A. I want to find the value of A. Okay, but now is there any request about A? A must be positive or negative? No. So how do we write this? So in this case, it's similar. A squared equal to 9 because it is given that the square of A is 9. Next. So we know that there are two answers. So how to write this? So one of the answer is negative 9, or there are two answers. One of these is square root of 9. The other is very beautiful. Negative square root of 9. Okay. So negative square root of 9. So you just combine the two questions. Okay. So before, if it is positive, then it is positive square root of 9. So this is the positive square root of 9. And then this one, you want to find a negative, then there is a negative. It's the same. Okay. So in this case, you can find the answer. This is equals to 1. And then this is equal to negative 3. So in the question, you want to find the value of A. And then you know A may be positive or negative. So you can express like this. So there are two answers. Do you have any questions? If there is no question, please do it by yourself. Yes, do it in your classwork. Okay, do these two classworks, okay? Two questions. So each of the questions you can find two answers, okay? Two answers in each question. you write this equation to express this condition. So square of A equals to 64. So A equals to square root of 64 to represent a positive value, okay? Or negative square root of 64. So this you can find the answer is 8. This you can get the answer negative 8. So there are two answers because 8 times 8 is 64. Negative 8 times negative 8 is 64. So there are two answers. Okay? And then for this case, it is correct. Okay? In this case, you do not need to write this sentence again, this equation again. Do you have any questions? Okay, there's something for you to think. Okay. Okay, think about square root of negative 4, sorry, square root of the square of negative 4. Is it equal to 4 or equals to negative 4? Continue. 4. Why?
Negative 4 times negative 4 is equal to 16.
Yes,
And
very
square
good.
root of 16 is 4.
Yes, very good. So, the square root of the square of negative 4, you can express the number inside, you can express it as, you can calculate. The square of negative 4 is equal to negative 4 times negative 4. So it is equal to positive 16. So in this case, the answer is equal to negative 4. Why? Because there is no negative sign in the front. So the answer must be positive. Okay? So in this case, you can see that the answer is positive. You can find the answer is positive if there is no sign. Okay? If the answer is negative, only if there is a negative sign before the square root. Okay? So in this case, there is no negative sign in the front, so we can find the answer positive. We can find a positive answer. Do you have any questions? Okay, now we have another question for you to think. It is this. Okay. Okay, wait a minute for you to think about this. So, take square root of square root of negative 4. Is it equal to 2 or negative 2 or no solution? Okay, we'll say that it is equal to 2. Put your hand. Why? Because take square root means what is the number times itself equal to negative 4. So 2 times 2 is 4. So it does not equal to negative 4. It does not equal to negative 4. How about negative 2? So this answer is incorrect. How about this? Is it correct? If you think it is correct, please put your hand. Why? Because negative 2 times negative 2 equals to 4. So it does not equal to negative 4. So there is no solution. Why? Because if you find that it is Just like that, a squared equal to negative 4. So which number times itself is equal to a negative number? No, because a number a, all number can be divided or grouped into 3. Must be one of these. One is positive, one is negative, or no. A number must be one of these. Maybe it is a positive, maybe it is negative, or 0. Yes, very good. So if a squared, we see my case. So if a is positive, then what is the value of a squared? Positive, negative, or 0? Positive. And then if it is negative, what is the result of the square of a? Positive. If it is 0, then what is the square of 0? 0. So is there any answer equal to negative? No. So this answer, this negative 4, you cannot find the answers. Okay? Because all the square, you cannot find the negative result. Do you have any questions? No. So in this case, we just learned something about the meaning of the square root. So what is the meaning of square root? So take square root of 9 is to find the number of a such that the square of a equal to 9. So you just take square root of 9 to find the answer. And then if a squared equal to a, then there are two values. So in this case, it shows the answer is positive. If this one, there is a negative sign, then the answer is negative. Okay. Finally, there are some special questions for you to think. So you must think carefully that this answer must be positive because there is no negative sign. This one, because inside there is a negative number, then there is no solution. Okay, if there is no questions, please go home to read page 163 to page 164. You can read these pages now, okay? So now please read page 164 to page 164. In the next lesson, we will learn something about the square root, okay? The properties of the square root.
I have to wait till the end.
Read the pages and do the questions.
1